You come off all right. I thought you were pretty cool.
Oh, thanks. I guess you were pretty cool too.
FBI, open up!
I think a meme before each video actually suits this quite a lot. But anyways, what is going on, guys, and welcome. It's InfernoKun back with another video talking about The Walking Dead, the final season. Before we go ahead and start, I want to go ahead and give you guys some more updates on the giveaway. Of course, I'm doing a giveaway that I announced, of course, last week in my Lewis versus Violet video. You guys can watch that to see how to enter. But, of course, it's for 2 codes, one for Xbox, one for PC. That giveaway is, of course, ending. In my next video, I'll be announcing the winner, okay? It'll be officially over on Wednesday, and I will give you guys the information at the beginning of Wednesday's video. So, good luck, and I hope 2 lucky people win the game. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump into today's topic. Talking about 10 sisters, Sophie and Minerva, or Minnie, as Violet calls her, okay? So for the most part, Sophie and Minerva, they are 10 sisters. And of course, it's been hinted that Minerva, Minnie, is a former or, current, because, she could still be alive, girlfriend for Violet, okay? She obviously has some type of feelings for Minerva, Violet does, and that sets up some very interesting dynamic that could happen in the future episodes. So let's go ahead and talk about Violet real quick, about her initial feelings about Minnie and stuff like that. Of course, it is hinted that Violet and Minerva are, in a relationship because of the heart and V plus M. In the way she speaks about Minerva and how sad she sounds about her quote-unquote death, it's a very, very big thing here. And if Minerva and Sophie are both alive, that could be a very, very good thing for Violet, okay? So that could actually change her character, and it would be a pretty interesting arc in her storyline to see that her girlfriend and her girlfriend's sister still alive. Now, of course, what happened to Minnie and Sophie? Of course, it is implied, or not implied, but confirmed, that Marlon gave away Sophie and Minerva in exchange for safety, Apparently Abel's group was the one harassing their group and, stealing stuff, apparently. And then Marlon wanted to go ahead and just put that all down. It's like, here, take these 2 girls. Now, for what reason, I'll get into that later, but I'm not entirely sure why Abel has decided to break the whole, contract. Not contract, but the whole agreement, take 2 of these girls and you get safety, okay? You can see that by him, going to the train station and trying to take supplies. You can see that, of course, by him taking food, sabotaging the rabbit traps and stuff like that, as if they have some kind of personal problem with the boarding school group. So I'm wondering, were they just running low on food and Minnie and Sophie weren't just good enough in terms of usage in food aspect? They can't be cannibals. I don't think they're cannibals, but for the most part, why would they break this agreement, and why would they even need Sophie and Minerva in the first place, okay? So there's a theory going around, okay, that I do, somewhat agree with for the most part. It makes sense, okay? What other reason would you want 2 teenage girls in the apocalypse for? Extra work? Just, eat them if you're a cannibal, which I don't think this group is. But then there's a dark twist to this, there's a dark one. If Telltale wants to go down this route, they can say, hey, this group is making them into sexual slaves or something like that. That could be a possibility. That'd be very, very dark and very, very wrong, but it would be an interesting dynamic for the story in terms of what this group was doing to these young girls, okay? So, not sure where they're going with this as of right now, but the possibility of them being alive is present, okay? And of course, Marlon said he wanted to go ahead and stage a rescue for the girls, implying that they weren't really going to use them to eat them or anything like that. So they could most likely be very, very much alive, but of course Marlon was too scared to do that. So looking forward in the future episodes, it seems like we could be staging a rescue for Sophie and Minerva. And here's where Abel comes in, okay? Abel, but for the most part, Abel, he can either die, maybe, probably not to be honest, but I'll speak more about that, in my video on who this group is. But for the most part, I'm focusing on Sophie and Minerva. So Abel, pretty much, what was his goal there? He didn't really mention the girls. He doesn't really, say anything about them. But his goal was to sabotage the boarding school and take food, okay? So something went up there. And obviously, I don't think that he's the leader of the group. It's probably somebody else. Maybe Lily. It's a possibility, but I'll speak more about that in my other video. But, why would Lily, if she's the leader, if she's even in the game, why would she, want this? Why would she trade, safety for 2 teenage girls? It doesn't make any sense to me as of right now, but we'll see about that in the future. Why Abel wanted to take Sophie and Minnie, or, why the returning character could be involved in this, and for what reason. We'll see about that, but it's very, very interesting to kind of think about, but leaves me confused at what is actually going on with the story at the moment. So it's looking like we'll actually stage a rescue for Sophie and Minerva. And I'm wondering, do you guys think that Sophie and Minerva are alive? Okay, now a cool little theory that people are saying is, Sophie could be alive, but Minerva could be dead. And that would be, of course, the best option to go for if you want to emotionally fuck up Violet, okay? She loves Minnie, and if Minnie's dead, obviously that will fuck her up. And that leads to the whole relationship thing with Clementine, okay? If Minnie's alive, there is no point in Clementine romancing Violet because she will go back to Minnie. But if Minnie's dead, then that opens the floodgates for a possible romance with Violet. But of course, it would be a little bit weird seeing how fast Violet lost Minnie and then she's hopping on to Clementine in terms of a relationship. I see where that can be a bit too unrealistic and too fast, but we'll see what they plan to do with that as far as Sophie and Minerva are concerned. So I know I spoke about Violet quite a lot, but what about Tenn, okay? The younger brother of both Sophie and Minerva. What will be his reaction to them actually being alive, okay? So Tenn, he had a harsh reaction to Marlon actually trading them in the first place, figuring that out, and he was not too happy about it, and you can hear the emotion that was in his voice, and it was portrayed so very, very well. So I'm wondering if we'll have a pretty nice reunion with the sisters and Tenn as well. That'd be pretty nice as well, but what if one of them is dying? And I'm wondering if, like, she's alive, but, near death, and they do a kind of, oh, I'm dying, I'm gonna talk to my brother, or talk to Violet, or something like that. I'm wondering if they'll do that as far as that goes. It's cliche. Yes, it is. Okay, it's like, oh, I'm dying. Oh, my sister's alive, but I can speak to you one last time, Tenn. It's kind of generic, but, it is a pretty interesting dynamic here. So hopefully we get some interaction between the sisters, if they're alive, and Tenn, because he deeply cares about them, but he tries to get over it because he knows that, for him at least, that, these bodies that they're in are temporary and there's something on the other side for them. That's what Tenn believes. So I'm wondering where they're going with Tenn's character and how this arc will affect him as a character, okay? So we'll see about that, and hopefully we get more about, the sisters and Tenn and Violet, all of that, to see how much of a friendship they had and how much they care for each other. That'd be pretty cool as well. So what do you guys think about all that I said regarding Minnie and Sophie, as well as Violet and Tenn, and even Clementine's role in this, if she's going to be leading the siege, the recovery of both Sophie and Minerva, Tenn's sisters? So it's a pretty interesting concept here. Looking forward to see how it plays out, and I hope it goes well, but it won't. It's The Walking Dead, okay? Anyways, thank you all for watching. be sure to go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you guys have enjoyed, and subscribe for more content on the channel. Check back Wednesday to see if you won my giveaway, and that's pretty much it as of right now. There's a poll going up right as this video hits, okay, asking for different topic suggestion videos. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, I'm InfernoKun, and I'll catch you guys next time on The Walking Dead.